tuned, amigos, from a city and a state we have never been to. That's right, Greg and I flew into Tuxtla Gutierrez here in Chiapas late last night, where we took a cab to here in the Pueblo, Mágico of Chiapa de Corzo.
We are super excited to be here. Earlier today, we really kicked off our Chiapa series, our Chiapas trip with a little ride through the Sumidero Canyon, but now we just kind of want to walk around this Pueblo Mágico, this magic town, and give you guys a little feel for what it's like and try some typical food from here in Chiapas.
Woo, let's do it.
I feel so happy to be here in Chiapas. Por fin, finally, we finally made it to Chiapas. It only took us a few years, but already after doing the canyon and just 15 minutes of walking around Chiapa de Corzo, it is evident that it has been well worth the wait. Fun fact about this kiosco that's here behind me. How do you say that in English? I don't know what you call this. Gazebo in English. We walked out to get coffee at Oxo, because I'm a little bit of an Oxo. I know, we're in Chiapas and I got Oxo coffee. It's gonna change.
Don't judge us. It's day one.
It's day one. Things are gonna change. Anyways, I saw this and I thought, I bet that's probably not actually that old.
Yeah.
I don't see like brick structures like this in Mexico a lot. However,
one of the first things I read when I was researching this city is that this was built by the Spaniards in the 1600s. So it is a tad older than Greg thought. They built it here in the center of town originally as a center for gathering around water. However, the Spanish didn't settle here for long. They actually moved further to San Cristobal, which I guess we will too here in a few days.
I think so. Actually, which brings up the point, we have no plans. We don't have a return trip booked. We don't have a hotel for tomorrow yet. We left Chiapas completely open and free to kind of just see what happens.
Be open to whatever happens, and so far day one has been nothing short of incredible.
This plaza is very big.
It's huge.
It's for such a small town, it's a Pueblo Mágico, so obviously it's not that big, but it's 70,000 people, which coming from the States, maybe that sounds like a medium to big town, but I think that's considered definitely a
Pueblito.
small. It's considered a pueblito here in Mexico. But it's like the size of the plaza is like the Zocalo in Mexico City.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that, but it really is just as big. But the difference is there's a lot of shade here.
It's quite a bit of shade.
And the weather is really nice right now.
The weather's very nice. There's been a lot of people out and about, really all day long since we've been here. But now we're gonna try and walk to the market area. I feel like you can always really get a feel for a city by the market. So, a ver. ¿Ese es un tamal de qué?
Chapaneco.
Chapanejo. ¿Y qué es chapanejo?
De la feria, tradición, dinero.
Ah, ok. Pero es puerco de...
No, es de pollo.
Ah, ok, es de pollo. Ok. Chapanejo. A ver, I've been told this is one of the most typical tamal they had here. So we gotta try it out, amigos. It looks good. This tastes super rico. It's very delicious. I feel a little concerned though. Every time I have asked a question, just, what should I order? What's the most like typical from here? How do I pronounce the name? They all start giggling at the name. They all start giggling. So I don't know if there's some inside joke I'm missing. Every time the word chapanejo is said, everybody starts laughing. So, I don't know, food's good though. Food's good. Let's find some more food, shall we? Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Tiene pozón?
Here we have rico pozol. That's what the sign said.
Bien frío.
Which is nice because it's a little warm after that. After drinking that piping hot arroz con leche. I'm not sure if we've had this before. I believe it's a drink made out of
Cornmeal, I think.
corn dough, cornmeal, something like that. And they mix chocolate in there or like powder. We may have had this in Bacalar, but I'm not sure.
What exactly do we have right now?
Pozol.
What is pozol?
It's a bebida ancestral. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah.
Is it
Oh, that's
sweet?
really good.
Have we had it before?
I think so. Do you remember that chocolate stuff we had in Pueblo?
Tajate? Or that was Oaxaca, sorry.
Yeah, but it was like that.
Okay, oh,
It's got a lot of foam on the
yes,
top.
it's more similar to that.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh my gosh, that is so refreshing. I could drink a gallon.
¿Qué es lo que tiene?
Tenemos empanadita de piña,
Okay.
empanadita de quesito,
Ooh, okay.
empanadita de leche, bien rico.
Ooh.
¿Sí?
¿Y este?
Estas son chuletes de pinolito, de maicito dorado, maíz,
Ah,
de
okay.
maíz dorado, es bien rico,
Ajá.
a 10 pesos. Es bien rico.
That was the nicest lady ever.
She was a fierce saleswoman. We didn't even know if we wanted anything. We ended up with two things.
She almost sold
we
us the
almost
whole
ended
stand.
up with her right arm and her child.
A bag of pozole. Yeah, she was nice. Speaking of diversity, the amount of new things we've seen on day one in Chiapas seems pretty incredible, right?
Yeah, a lot of the food I don't recognize at all. I've actually noticed that from the moment we got in the taxi last night, almost everyone we've come into contact with speaks super fast. She spoke fast, the Tamal person spoke quickly, our tour guide today spoke really fast.
And it doesn't help when I don't know. I mean, at this point in Mexico, a lot of, especially with food, I know what people are saying.
Right, but
when
there's
it's
a lot
food,
of words.
I don't know what we just got. The
These
hell?
came off of a tree. They're candied,
She said they're sweet.
candied something
And
comes
what?
off of a tree.
And those
And
are
these are
empanadas de...
Bien dulces, bien dulces. No, I don't think these are empanadas.
Or what are they filled with?
Bien dulces.
A ver. That looks
ver.
delicious.
Okay.
What is it? What is it? It looks
Not
different than
quite what I was expecting.
What's it filled with?
Looks like sweet potato, tastes like nothing. What does the inside taste like?
I'm kind of right. It's like,
Maybe, like most similar to like vanilla pudding maybe, but not even super vanilla-y.
it's kind of potato-y, but I don't know.
All right, next we have these.
I feel like such a terrible vlogger. I didn't catch any of the names. Yeah, I don't know what
really,
this. She spoke really
She
quickly.
was really soft-spoken and she spoke really fast.
She's trying to get
it's
that
on
cell.
camera.
It looks gooey.
Okay. Super gooey.
Hold one up for us. Let's get a bite out of that.
Maybe I'm confused. This didn't fall from a tree. Is this like bread pudding?
How would that have fallen from a tree?
I thought that's what she said. I thought it was like candied fruits. It's not.
I thought it was a fruit as well. It looks like a fruit.
Bread pudding, right? It tastes like if you drench your French toast in syrup for too long.
With a little bit of honey on the outside,
Yeah.
some syrup. Oh man,
That's good.
that's super good. And we saw these probably the most out of all the little stands. So we'll be getting some more
And
of
one
those.
other thing
What?
that we tried off camera,
What?
they tasted like donuts.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Those things were delicious. We got them off
You
camera,
guys can didn't get to see the original reactions, but I'll reenact here. Oh my gosh.
The lady told us
Holy
what they were. She said, oh, it's got this, it's got this. It basically, it just tastes like the best donut you ever had
Homemade
in your
donut.
life. It's like, why didn't she just say it tastes like the best donut you've ever had in your
For
life?
10 pesos a bag, a pretty big bag, those things were life-changing. That won't be our last bag of donuts or our last cup of pozole.
Chiapas, we might be here to stay. It has really turned into a beautiful evening here in Chiapa de Corzo, hasn't it? It feels great outside.
It does.
I feel like the birds are chirping, everybody's having street food, there's tons of people in the plaza.
Dogs are sleeping.
The dogs are sleeping. The dog's been sleeping all day.
Yeah.
That might be. I'm a little concerned about that dog over there. We have just barely scratched the surface of Chiapa de Corzo, and especially just scratched the surface of the great state of Chiapas. That's kind of the problem with Chiapas, is there are so many things to see and do. So tomorrow we have to push on. We got to go head back to the hotel because, well, we don't have a way to get where we're going, we don't know where we're going, and we don't have a place to sleep in the place that we don't know where we're going.
We got a lot to figure out. Amigos, before we let you go, we'd like to say a special thank you to our patron of the day, Steve Moffat, our patrocinador del día, Steve Moffat. Thank you so much to you, Steve, for sponsoring our very second video in the great state of Chiapas, as well as all of our other patrons and you guys for watching this video. It is 6:50. I think it's an early bedtime for us tonight. Amigos, thank you so much for exploring with us. And until next time, have less, do more.
Chiapas more? Chiapa more.
Bye-bye now.
These things,
They don't
oh my
look
gosh, pull one out and take a bite. Just get another reaction. We got the name of these.
These are all yours. That's okay.
Yeah.
And a spare bite.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They're like donut fingers. Oh my god. This is the best like street sweet.
Ever. Better than churros?
Yes.
Way better. This makes churros seem like...
You think they bulk ship?